Hello, this is Nicole. I want to make a quick video specifically about the VIX, the CBOE Volatility Index. I want to talk about how it is built, what it is, and what it is not. So let's get started here. Let's start with a simple definition of the VIX. The VIX is simply the market's estimate of 30-day expected volatility for the S&P 500. Okay? It's calculated from SPX options prices, so it's an index volatility measure. It is not a single stock volatility measure. And I want to make that distinction because out in the wild on social media and other things, I see influencers talking about the VIX and the different VIX levels, and then they use that to base trades on individual equities, and that is not correct. The VIX is volatility information for SPX and its related S&P 500 index products, okay? So what's going on in the VIX and implied volatility for that particular product set does not apply to individual equities. They have their own volatility measures, and that's very important, okay? So what is it actually measuring? It is measuring a 30-day forward horizon. So the target is the next 30 calendar days, not today and not the last 30 days. And it's measuring the magnitude of the expected movement for the S&P based on what options traders are pricing in for options. So it's not making a bet on direction up or down. It's just basically showing how options traders are expressing their view on the magnitude of potential movement in the underlying based on how they're pricing options. And it's important to understand that this is implied, okay? Not realized, but implied. So it reflects expectations embedded in the options market. Okay, so we're in the ThinkorSwim trading platform here where we're looking at a 1-year daily chart of the CBOE Market Volatility Index, otherwise known as the VIX. And I want to give you a definition of how the VIX is calculated. And I'm taking this information from the book Trading Options for Edge, a professional guide to volatility trading, second edition, written by Mark Sebastian with Celeste Taylor. Okay. And I'm just going to tell you quickly what we're looking at in terms of a VIX calculation. The VIX looks at both near-term and next-term weekly options in the SPX, that is, options expiring on the Friday before and the Friday after a 30-day time horizon, and pulls implied volatility from any strike with a bid. Since the VIX is looking at 30-day market volatility, it weighs the contracts from each of the two terms to come to a net 30-day calculation. Additionally, it's important to understand that the VIX is Vega-weighted. So at the money options are weighted more than out of the money or in the money options in the calculation. And it weights according to where premium is concentrated. So heavily populated strikes will affect the VIX more than options with fewer open contracts. This also means the VIX is generally slightly put skewed, as puts tend to be more in demand as hedging vehicles and are comparatively more expensive than calls. Okay, so I just want to really bring this home and get back to basics. We're looking at a 1-year daily chart of the VIX here, and we're looking at different values of the VIX. And I just want to make sure we understand what the heck we're even looking at. So the VIX is currently measured at, it looks like 21.42. And this is listed as a number, an integer. But the VIX is actually a percentage. Specifically, it is the annualized change expected in the SPX over the next 30 days within one standard deviation. So a VIX of 21.39, which is the current quote given on the index here, this indicates that the current options prices are indicating that traders expect SPX to move 21.37% over the next year. So this is an annualized number. Okay. So just so we know what we're looking at. Okay, so I want to briefly touch on other VIX measurements that you may want to add to your watch list. And these are in the same family as the VIX. And these also apply to SPX options. First, we have the VIX 1-day, VIX 1D. And as you may have guessed, this is a 1-day expected SPX volatility for the current trading day. Next, we have the VIX 9-day. And this is a shorter term 9-day version of the VIX for very near term event risk. Then, of course, we have the VIX. You want to enter that into your watch list. And then we have the VIX 3M and 6M. And these are roughly 3-month and 6-month volatility indices. Okay, so if you trade a lot of options that expire in 3 to 6 months, you'll want to pay attention to these as well. And when you enter these into a watch list, and I'll show that in a second, you may want to order these so that you can see how they are working in relation to one another. Okay, so we're back in that ThinkorSwim trading platform here, and I just want to show you how I have this information populated in my watch list. I actually detached this gadget earlier, and I'm just going to bring up this watch list here, and you can see that I've got the 1-day, 9-day, the regular VIX, the VIX 3-month and 6-month all listed here. And I have last, net change, and percent change listed. And what I like to do is take a look at the outright readings for each index, but also see how they relate to one another. So here you can see the VIX 1-day is valued at 19.8, and the 9-day here is valued at 23.26. And the VIX is at 21.65. So what jumps out to me here is the 9-day options are reading higher relative to the 1-day and the 30-day, with the 9-day volatility index coming in at 23. So those options are a little bit richer relative to these other options. And that might influence how I look at different opportunities when putting on trades. Okay, so let's just take a look here at a chart of the VIX 1-day. So let's say I'm doing shorter duration trades, and we can see here what that looks like. And look at the volatility there. So just a few days ago, the VIX 1-day traded as high as 28-ish. Okay, and right now it's coming in at 19.82. So you notice maybe a little bit more volatility in this 1-day VIX relative to, say, the 30-day. So let's go back to the regular VIX. And you can see what that looks like, okay? Now let's look at the VIX 9-day. And that's what the 9-day looks like. And we can see here that the 9-day a few days ago traded as high as 28. Now let's look at the 3-month. So VIX 3-month. And you can see that's more muted, which might make sense because these options are further out in duration. Now let's look at the 6-month. Similar concept, a little bit more muted. Okay, so I just want to make you aware of these volatility indices and what they mean and how you can start to use them for market awareness purposes, and also understand what you're actually trading as an options trader, especially if you're trading S&P 500 related products. Okay, so hopefully you found this video helpful. Thanks for listening. This video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute investment, financial, or trading advice. No recommendations to buy or sell securities are being made. All examples are hypothetical and for illustration only. All investments carry risk, including the possible loss of principal. Options trading involves significant risk and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Consult a qualified financial advisor before implementing any strategy, and review your financial situation, risk tolerance, costs, fees, and tax implications. Options trading requires broker approval, and not all strategies are permitted in all account types. Returns shown are hypothetical and not guaranteed. Market conditions can change quickly, and results will vary based on market performance, timing, and execution. Read characteristics and risks of standardized options from your broker or at www.optionsclearing.com before trading options.